Welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. This video is going to take you out for a walk on the beach. Check out the seaweed situation. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Just for context, we have a map here and I'm going to circle this section right here. This is at the end of Avenue Constituente, right near the Hilton. This is where I normally go for my walk for the last couple years. This is where I kind of started doing it, but we're going to head to this section right here. This is up at 38th Street and I haven't done a video up at 38th or north of 38th really since the barriers have been put in place. So that's why I'm going to venture up there today and do a little walk around 38th Street. Good morning from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. We're going to head down to the beach here and check out the seaweed situation. Week 20 of checking out the seaweed situation. Anyways, we've got this beautiful resort on both sides. Mahacal Beach Resort. You can see there's a little walkway that goes from one side over to here. And we're at the end of 38th Street, so we're starting to get a little bit farther north. I'd say here, 38th and north, meaning the numbers are going higher. You get a little bit farther outside of Playa del Carmen as you go up 5th Ave, and it gets a little bit quieter. And look at that sunrise. Sunrise today, 6:20, 6:19. And a beautiful day. People are still coming down here, and I've heard that the weather has not been super predictable or warm up in northern states and up into Canada, so great time to be here, great place to be. And waking up to this every morning, geez, good for the bones as you get older. But the purpose of today is to look at the seaweed situation, see what's going on. If you've been following me for the last 20 weeks, there's been a lot of information. Look at those bungalows, beach bungalows. That resort there, I find, has retained a lot of its authenticity of Mexico. It's just not some cookie cutter modern kind of square big condo building. So if you can get there and check it out, it is. The grounds are nice, very green, nice to walk around. So we're out here, people are waking up, warming up. It's been awesome weather here. Seaweed situation has just been surprisingly good. It's taken a bit of a turn. Not for a really bad turn, but it's not as good as it was when we came down here in December. December was awesome. January, really good. February to February 15th was really good. That's seaweed right there. That's new seaweed. You can tell by the color of it. Got some people in the water there enjoying the water. And just love coming down here at sunrise, walking the beach. I think I've seen the sunrise more in the last couple of years down here in Playa del Carmen than I have in my whole life, because it's just so easy to come down here and wake up. It's not freezing like it would be up in northern states or up in Canada, and it's nice just to come down here. And this might be one of the nicest parts of the day. I love this part of the day, and probably from 4:30 on. So we've got some seaweed, and there has been a little bit more lately. And if you've been following me the last 20 weeks, it seems like the last maybe 3 or 4 weeks there's been a little bit more coming in. But still nothing compared to last year at this time. That's why I'm still here. I'm figuring if it's going to stay this good and the seaweed situation is going to be this good, I'm staying. Until the weather kind of warms up in Canada and up in the States there. So, but this is a noticeably getting a little bit worse the last But that is new seaweed. You can see the flies and the gnats and everything in it. But new seaweed is not toxic. Even in the water, if it brushes up against you, usually it's not a bad thing. Or if you touch the seaweed on the beach here, it's not bad. It's just after 24, 48 hours, it becomes toxic. It starts to ferment, and you get, it stinks like it's kind of rotten eggs. Hydrogen sulfide, I believe, is the gas that it emanates from, and it's bad for you. It's bad for upper respiratory, bad for your eyes, your nose. It'll make them water. But it has gotten worse in the last couple weeks if you've been watching me and keeping track of this seaweed situation. So I'm not going to say it's really bad, but this is the worst I've seen it this year. It was 10 times worse last year this time. I was heading home at this time last year, but you've got the workers out here early. They're cleaning it up. They've done an awesome job cleaning it up, and I'll just kind of walk by here. I kind of know some of them now. I've been doing this for 20 weeks. I know enough just to say hi and just to kind of nod, and the odd time last year we would help them out. But the government has put in place the barriers. There's 8 to 10 kilometers of barriers out there preventing the seaweed from coming into shore. We've got a number of boats out there that are picking the seaweed up and skimming it off the top of the water. So those two things have really done a job. And then you've got, you know, it was only 2 people on the beach back in December cleaning up some of the seaweed that came in, but now you've got hundreds. You've also got tractors. You've also got these back filler kind of special machines that go along, and they pick up the seaweed from the back, and they kind of funnels it into this kind of big holding area, and then they go to the end of the road here, and the tractor will pick it up and put it in the truck. So this is a big scuba diving place right here. You can see all the tanks, and this is usually noticeably has more seaweed around this little cove here. You can see the cove where it kind of rounds off up here. So it's usually a little bit more here, and it gets caught in here and stays in this little cove more than some of the other parts. So you can see the seaweed on the beach. It doesn't smell. People are still walking up and down the beach here. So I'm going to say not a big concern. You've got a little bit of seaweed right there that's been there probably for a day. You don't want to be touching that or getting too close to that. But the beach is so small here, you really can't lay out a towel and get a whole bunch of chairs and have the family and everybody kind of hanging out there. So the beach has eroded the last 2 months. It's noticeable. I've confirmed that with a bunch of other people that have been up and down the beach here. And here's some people working. So what they do is they put it into kind of small piles, and then they'll put it in the wheelbarrows, then take the wheelbarrows and take them down to the end here where there's a street. So we came up 38th, and there's aren't a lot of ways to get out to the beach here. Like, it's not like every street comes right down to the beach. So 38th was the one that I just came off of. Probably been working here for about half an hour. I think it's probably about 6:30. Another beautiful morning, but they'll have this all raked up here. If you're coming out here at 11, you won't even notice it was here. They've got a bunch of chairs there to the left. Beautiful view. Those ropes mean that on the left-hand side, it's private property. On the right-hand side, it's public beach. All beaches in Mexico are public beaches. That's why they have the ropes there, so that hawkers don't come in and try to sell people stuff. So that's what the ropes basically are for, just to differentiate, knowing that that is private property. So I want to say everything's looking pretty good down here. People are still coming down. The place is packed. It's still happening. Beautiful weather. If you want to get away from some of that weather up north there, come on down. You see me on the beach, walking up and down the beach doing this, say hi to me. But I'm going to say ciao for now, and I'll see you next week. Still looking good here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. See you.